Is it, what's the word for it? Is it a bit spooky when you still hear the stuff that you wrote so long ago on the radio?
No, not at all. I don't know. I really, over the years, like I think I started out as a very rebellious enfant terrible, in my early days in the 70s.
You were a bit, yeah.
Yes, I was notorious for fighting with record companies and always getting myself into trouble. As the years have mellowed, and now I have 20-year-old twin daughters, and as you know,
yes,
that's what was the Lion King, the Circle of Life?
That's the one.
Yes,
yes.
And I've mellowed a lot to that, and I mean, look, quite honestly, I remember in my bad old days, I went through a period where I couldn't stand to do Girls in the Avenue anymore.
I'll bet,
and I was told I was drunk one night, and I did a bossa nova version of it on stage. But then, I don't know, look, we grow up and grow out of all that.
Yeah, but there's so many performers who've done that. They've said, look, please, I don't want to do that anymore. Can you please listen to my new stuff? And then the audience goes, okay, well, listen to the new stuff, but can you just do a few of the old ones for us, Because
well, Tim, I have a nice house, and it's the house of Girls in the Avenue built. So I love the song. I've always loved that song.
Love that song. But when that's interesting, because I've got kids about that age too, and it is the circle of life.
It is.
And you see them doing all the same things that you did, and you think nothing really ever changes much.
Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way?
Yeah, that's right.
What's the matter with kids today?
But it's not just you and your songs. Gee, you've played with some wonderful musos, haven't you?
Oh, God, yeah.
You've been on stage
well,
with some...
off air just then, we were talking about my concert at the State Theatre last year.
Yeah.
And on the second night, Ian Moss got up and played with me at the end of the thing. And it just brings the house down. I mean, Mossy used to play with me a lot, but, nowadays, as we all know, Mossy's pretty busy with his own career. He doesn't play with me as regularly as he used to. Because I don't know whether people know, but that Great Escape album with I'm an Island and Best Years of Our Lives, that's all Ian Moss. Like the backing vocals on Best Years of Our Lives are actually Ian Moss.
As Mossy too.
Yeah.
What a wonderful player he is. But he's not the only one.
Oh, no. And then, the In Excesses, who are still...
the Farrises,
I still feel like they're my little brothers,
I know.
in many ways.
Yeah.
So I still see a lot of them. So that's a 30-year friendship now.
Yeah, that's
2010. I met them I produced their album in 1980.
Bloody.
So 30-year friendship it is.
A bunch of manly bastards you are.
Oh, yeah.
Did I just say that?
No, but see, now they're all family men. I went over to Johnny Farris's... I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago for a dinner party, and he's got little kids running around now. It's like the wild men of the 80s, and here we are.
Yeah. The great old songs that we know, and you're going to do one of your absolute classics for us. By the way, what's all this? What's this nonsense about no one knowing how old you are? I reckon you're my age. I reckon you're 58.
Thank you, Tim.
He won't say.
How about the pregnant pause?
What
I love is the media every year. They're 4 or 5 weeks out either way. 4 or 5 weeks early, 4 or 5 weeks late.
And that's because you won't say.
I'm still not saying.
All right, then. Well, just sing a song then.
All right. Gypsies ride through Wonderland. I took my horse down to the sand. Underneath 1,000 miles of sky, I watched the waves come tumbling down. Heard so many different sounds. It cleared my head and eased my worried mind. Capricorn dancer, I'm riding to shelter. Show me a sign, lead me on to the tropical zone. Diamonds scattered out to sea. The sun keeps laughing down on me. It's crazy. empty front cell. It cleared my head and eased my worried mind. And Capricorn dancer, I'm riding to shelter. They showed me a sign, lead me on to the tropical zone. And Capricorn dancer, I'm riding to shelter. They showed me a sign, lead me on to the tropical zone. Can't you see that overflow? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you say that overflow? What in the hell?
All right. One of our best ever, Richard Clapton. State Theatre, August 7th.